This dynamic about the cults, the secret societies that JFK warned us about before they murdered him, that's really important for us to know, because that's the reason nothing works right. If you've got an agency or an entity that claims to do something or be chartered or funded to do something, and it's doing the exact opposite, or it's doing something really, really weird. And from what I've seen of the SES, the executive, the senior executive service and the federal law enforcement community, the guy that I dealt with, that seems like a perfect entity fit for the satanic cult group type of dynamic of recruiting the dorkiest, goofiest guys who can't get there on merit, and they're just desperate to be a part of some secret group, and there's nothing that they won't do. There's nobody innocent they won't turn on, nobody they won't harm to be a part of this. So JFK's speech, I encourage you to go back and listen to it. It will make your hair stand up if you understand now what he was seeing and why he was condemning, saying that the entire notion of secret societies running our government behind the scenes instead of the way that's advertised is repugnant to the American people. Well, it is, but we've allowed it because we've been too trusting. There's not enough checks and balances over these institutions, folks. Someone says, for what reason would they not prosecute harmful crime? Well, because they're paid not to do it. They're paid by people. Look, if you listen to the World Economic Forum's members, or if you listen to Henry Kissinger or some of them, listen to what they say they're after. I get frustrated when American people don't understand the agenda against our country. They mean to overthrow our country and destroy it without firing a single shot. I've posted for 15 years now to listen to Yuri Bezmenov's lectures on ideological subversion. You need to hear it. It's on YouTube. Type those words into a YouTube search and listen. Just a 13-minute version of that video. You'll go, wow, okay, I see their agenda now. Yuri Bezmenov was a KGB defector, Russian KGB defector. He came to the United States, gave a series of lectures and videos with G. Edward Griffin on what was being done to destroy our culture and how they were infiltrating all our key institutions. Brilliant stuff. Everybody needs to know it. They've done it all. By now it's done. If you look at the 45 communist goals now that was read before Congress in 1963, before I was born, you'll see that they meant to infiltrate every institution, both political parties, all the media, our academia, attack the nuclear family unit, basically criminalize our founding fathers and make them seem like aristocrats that were detached into something dark and ugly, and make our country seem illegitimate so that we wouldn't appreciate the freedoms and liberties that we have, so we'll give it up without a fight. That's the enemy's objective, and Americans don't freaking know it. They do not know it. They've been so comfortable so long, nobody knows a thing. And the enemy's laughing at us, taking everything. They're putting legislation down. They're passing it every freaking day. And they're taking freedoms and liberties. And Americans have no clue, a lot of them. God bless those of you that do. But why would they not prosecute? Well, because they're serving our enemy, who's paying them, who believe that a strong and independent United States is a major obstacle for this cabal's total global power grab. They mean for there to be one governmental system globally, new world order. Their model is Marxist. It's utterly tyrannical. Go look up what the World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab, George Soros, and these Bill Gates and these men are saying about what they want, what they mean to do. Read Agenda 2030. You'll be horrified. Read what they're writing in their proposals of what they are up to. You would be horrified. There's a reason they're not telling you on the mainstream news media. Why? Well, if you look up in their corporate structure, who owns them? BlackRock, Vanguard, same corporations that work and owned by this global cabal that means to destroy the United States. We have to help ourselves, folks. Nobody's coming. All this Q fantasy of there's some magical army coming from somewhere. Look, I know I'm blessed to know a lot of the strongest, most accomplished and respected and most knowledgeable heroes in our national security realm. They've been at the top of a lot of the biggest agencies, and they've been involved in the think tanks, and they know who runs what. And I'm telling you, there is no magical army that's coming to save Americans. That doesn't exist. If that was going to happen, it would have happened 2 years ago. For very specific reasons I won't even say here, because then probably Facebook would delete the entire video. A lot of you know what happened 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. That's when, if there was a continuation of government contingency that would have come in and ousted a coup and restored legitimate government for we the people, that's when it would have happened. It never happened. It's only been torn down further since then. So anybody that's entertaining you with decoder games, that you're going to play decoder games online and you can't vet that person, you don't know a name and face, you can't hold them accountable, beware, folks. You're being played. You've been played for many years now with these online decoder games. It's absolutely tragic. So many people want to have that hope porn. Hope. All I got to do is sit down and do nothing, and someone's going to fix it all for us. I'm sorry, but it's not true. Truth is love. I love the American people. I love the culture that we had. I love the principles, the godly, divine, and sacred principles that our country was founded on. And that's why I speak the truth. And the truth is, nobody's coming to save us. There is no plan.